Hi and welcome to another Pizza Ramblings. So we're back on the 70% hydration with Caputo Nuvola. Well, this time I've avoided using flour, as I've got a bit of criticism using flour in my previous 70% hydrations. And also this time I've autolysed the flour and the water together for 6 hours before I actually add the yeast. So that's quite interesting as well. If you don't know what autolysing is, it seems quite an in-depth subject, so I recommend hitting Google for some more information around this. So it's an interesting video. Apologies, it is quite long. There's quite a bit of kneading in there to try and get this 70% a bit stronger than I had done previously. It's difficult to work with. I'm not fond of it, but it was good to do, and I've learnt quite a few bits along the way. So enjoy. Okay, so this is autolysing. So essentially what I've got in here that has been in here since 1:30 this afternoon, and it's now 7 p.m, is flour and water, and that has just been sat there, and as you can see it's pretty gooey stuff, but that has spent enough time that the flour can absorb the water, and all kinds of things start to happen when it autolyses. And if you don't know what autolyses is, look it up on Wikipedia, because it's quite complex and there's a lot going on. But essentially, this is for 6 dough balls. In total, there is 917 grams of flour. I'm going for 70% again, so there is 680 grams of water, of which I have taken 85% of the 680 grams and mixed that directly with the flour, and that is what that is. So that is actually 60% hydration at the moment. That then leaves me another 15%, which is here, which is 102 grams of water, which I'm then going to add to that, which will bring it up to 70%. I'm going to then add the yeast to this and 29 grams of salt to make the whole thing. So that there is going to get an extra 15% of water, of which will have the yeast, and then we're going to throw the salt on top of it, and that will be the complete dough. We'll mix that, do some kneading, etc., try and get a good gluten on it, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I've got my 102 grams of water, and I'm putting in all the fresh yeast, the 1 gram of fresh yeast in here, and dissolving that up. I've reduced the amount of dough in there. There's the other bit here. I think the KitchenAid will struggle with all that dough at 60% hydration after it's been sat there, so I'm just going to reduce that for a bit and put some in as time goes by. 29 grams of salt. So what I'm going to do now is get this on the KitchenAid. I'm going to gradually pour in the water and the yeast slowly over a period of time to try and get this to take the hydration without it being too sloppy. So what I'm going to do here now is take some of the water with the yeast and put some of this in. I don't know whether this is going to work out with the KitchenAid or not, I've no idea, but let's see what happens. Drop some more dough in. mixer. That is now all the dough in there. I think this is where you need a proper spiral mixer rather than these things. Give it some speed. Right, put a bit more water in. Keep spooning it in bit by bit. More. You can hear the mixer changing as the water gets absorbed. There's not much water left now. There we go. That's 70% hydration now in there. Thickening up again now. I'm going to look at adding some salt. In goes some salt. More salt. More salt. And that is all the salt done. So I'm going to carry on and let this mix for a while. and build up some gluten structure. Got the KitchenAid on the slowest speed, and that seems to really do it good. It doesn't climb too high up the hook, which it does when you put it on faster, and it looks like it's giving it a good workout. It looks good. Okay, so I think this has had somewhere in between 35 and maybe 40 minutes in the KitchenAid. So I think it's time to do a bit of bench folding. First, let's have a look at the window pane test. Just wet my fingers slightly so I can pick it up. Still a little bit more to be done, but you can see it's gaining strength. It's not doing so bad. Hopefully a bit of folding on the bench will sort that problem out, which is what we shall do now. Okay, time for some bench work. Now, in my previous 70% hydration videos, I got some pain for using flour on the bench, and I think I've learnt my lesson from some of the better dough makers out there than me. I'm now just going to use some slightly damp fingers, slightly damp tools, and see if we can shape this and manipulate it to make it a bit stronger. Look at that, my god, that is gloop. So I'm just going to start with some simple folds. See if we can't build up some strength. Go over for a bit and let that settle. Okay, this thing's had a rest for 10 minutes. Let's see what's going on. Whoa. Have a quick look at this. Whoa, look at that. That's pretty good. Can't argue with that. Too sure I could do the lamination technique with this. Maybe I should try it. Let's try it. Hands are getting a bit tacky again. Yeah, it's going. Awesome. Look at that. Super stretchy. Let's move that. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, that worked out. I like the water. It's definitely better than adding the flour like I was last time. So thanks to all you guys that gave me some pain about adding flour. Anyway, get that now. Lovely. I think that will do. I think that'll do now for kneading. It seems pretty nice. I'll fire that back in and I will cover it over for tomorrow. Ball it up at dinner time as usual. 24-hour prove. Should be interesting. It's not bad so far, that. It's definitely springing back. That looks okay to me. No doubt I'll hear if it's not. But yeah. Right, let's get the tub. And I'll cover it over for tomorrow. Okay, so it's the dreaded balling up time of this 70% hydration dough. It's fair raised up overnight, as you can see, and it looks it looks pretty scary. So I've just brought out no flour, so I just brought out a nice bowl of cold water, plastic scraper, that to chop up, and then my usual grey dough ball box to put dough balls in. So I don't really know how to approach this, but I thought it'd be better off on the marble. Let's have a peek. Looks pretty good in there. So let's see how it goes. Dreading this bit, especially without any flour. Let's just get it out. Oh, look at all that. Actually, it's not too bad. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, I've got my trusty digital scales. I use the tub just to put this stuff in. Got some water on the, just a slight dusting of that on there, and let's see if we can get some 280 gram dough balls. Zero that out. Zero. Okay. 292. So we're looking for 280. 279. Right, this is where we'll see how good this is to ball. Slightly damp hands. God, it's not too bad actually. Here comes the dog, smelling food. Don't know if I can roll it out on the table, but it's not going to ball very well, to be honest. But need a bit more. think it's ballable, but I'll just stick it in the best I can do. It doesn't want to hold its shape. Let's try another. Maybe I had a bit too much water on my hands on that one. It's all a learning curve still for me. $2.98, sorry, $2.89, $2.78. Okay, so I'm just literally going to dab my hands a little bit. Let's just do this quick, see if we can ball it quick. Maybe I was messing about too much. Yeah, I think that's about as far as it will go. I think there's going to be a bit of dough missing by the look of that. Let's just call that one I do at 273. Yeah. Maybe I need to use this more of a better rolling technique on the surface. That actually does feel like it's, yes, so that's better. Yes, that's the way to do it. Don't know what's in that. 164. That'll be some dough balls. That will, some mini dough balls. Yeah, I think this is the better way of doing it, rather than trying to do it in your hand with such hydration. I might even redo some of those first ones. Yeah. Yes, there, let's redo them. It's definitely the better way. Just tucking it under. Yes. So we're learning all the time, and that's the right thing to do. They look very soft. They're gonna definitely blob out later on. Okay, so it's that time of the day where we need to cook this 70% dough. 70% hydration. So we've pinched a little one out of the corner there for some dough balls. Tastes really nice, but now it's time to actually make a pizza. So looking at it, I think I'm going to go for this one here. So let's get some bits. I'm going to try and do this as gently as I can do. I think sometimes I'm a little bit heavy-handed. Just a little bit of a lip round on these boxes, right? So got some here. Chuck it down there, and let's see. Who knows what that's going to be like. Let's try it. Watch it for sticking to the side of this tub. It's big. Right. This looks very fragile. It is very fragile, I can tell just by feeling it. It's not easy to shake. God, it does feel fragile. some sauce on. It does feel fragile to me, this dough. I much prefer 65, 62, but let's see what it comes out like. Okay, so we're going to want some onions on. I'll try and not overload this thing because I think we might rip the base. Some fior latte on. And then I just got some chicken that I've been marinating in rib and wing sauce, so I'm going to rip some of this up. And some portobello and shiitake mushrooms, which I cooked in butter with pepper, salt, and then just as I finished them I threw on some truffle oil, so they smell really nice. Okay, I think we'll try and get that on the peel now. Giving the peel a good dusting. Rid of that lot. That's the beauty of these things, we can get rid of any unwanted semolina through the perforations. Okay, maybe a little bit more cheese in places. A few more onions. Okay, let's see how this turns out like. In she goes. Okay, see if we can gently turn this baby around. It's moving, that's a good sign. Okay, I think we are about done with that. Holy moly. Okay. Looks nice. Doesn't look as well shaped as normal. It's very fragile dough to me. I don't know whether I've not kneaded it as much as I should have done, but I did spend a lot of time on it. Let's see if we can have a look at the crust. Let's take that piece out. It's red hot. Yeah, it looks nice. It does look a nice crust. So there we go. That's 70% hydration. I think I prefer lower hydration dough, but yeah, it's nice. It looks like a nice pizza. I've no doubt it'll taste very nice. Okay, so we're having a second attempt with this 70% hydration. First one came out okay, but I think we're going to make a calzone for the camera girl. Whether we can make a calzone is a different question, but we shall endeavour. Let's get some more semolina. Okay. Oh, that's come out quite nice. A bit better than the last one. Still super fragile stuff. Okay. Lots of gas inside. It's better shape than the last one. Let's get rid of that fella. Okay. Quickly remove all that before it falls to bits. Right. Are you sure you want the calzone?
Yes, please.
Okay. You just want chicken and cheese, yeah?
Yes, please.
No mushrooms?
No, thank you.
Hopefully this will turn out okay. We shall see. Okay. Right. So. Don't know whether that's sealing well enough, but and then you're supposed to put, from what I remember, 3 nicks in a calzone to let some steam out. Right, let's see if we can get it on the peel. She's on. Let's not hang around. Let's get her in. She's in. Turn it down a bit, that I think. Good. What's underneath look like? Underneath looks okay. So, looks like we may have successfully made a calzone. See steam coming out of the 3 vents that I've made. Bubbling inside. Lovely jubbly. And there we have it. A calzone. 70% hydration. Okay, that's the last of the 70% that we'll be doing on the video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And there we have it. Inside the calzone. Nice. Dough looks good. I'm sure she's going to like that.